Hi, this is a guide on how to use our tech to enable sellers on your platform to sell products. Now, as part of our default solution, buyers can post a job and sellers can apply for that job, similar to Upwork. This new feature enables you to have a Fiverr-style system where sellers can pre-create products, whether those are individual products or whether those are services that buyers can schedule and book. For example, booking a haircut or booking an hour of a lawyer's time. So here's how it works. Sellers register on the platform. They create their profile. And you can review our other documentation on how to set up profiles and profile sections and additional data to secure the data that you want for sellers and help them to create good looking profiles. And then they can create a product. So let's go ahead and create a product. Let's say I'm a lawyer, for example. Let's say legal advice. Let's upload some images. A unique URL, a location if that's relevant. So I'll just put mine for now. Whether it's an item or a service. If it's an item, you just display how many items there are available and what the price is. But services enable the seller to specify when they're available and when they can be booked. And then buyers can choose one of those slots. So let's say in this case, it's 60 minutes. So as I said, I'm going to select my availability. I'm going to basically display the slots that are available to sellers to buyers to purchase. So let's say I'm available from 11 to 1 on Monday. Then on Tuesday, I don't know, 6 to 7, let's say. Okay, seats. These are the number of people who can book the same slot. In the case of legal advice, it's probably just one. But if you're doing wellness, for example, if you had a meditation session or if you had a group activity of some kind, a training seminar, for example, you could say, well, I can accept 10 people at the same time slot. So let's just put one for now. And the price is $99, let's say. Here I can add more details, and these details come from you as a platform owner. You can decide which details your sellers can upload. Here's just a simple example. In this case, I think we've got colors as an example of a product. It doesn't really make a lot of sense in the context of this lawyer giving advice, but I'm sure you can appreciate you can customize these. You could say, criminal advice, civil advice, commercial advice, etc. And now let's create that product. Okay, that's done. Here's what it looks like. It's pretty straightforward. And of course, the seller can edit it. Okay, so that's the seller side. So let's go and look at the buyer side. So I'm refreshing my page and you can see this product is now available. We can also search by all the various different data types that sellers have added. In this case, let's just go ahead and click on that product. As a customer, I can see all that information, can view the images, etc. And all of this design can be completely reconfigured. So this is just our vanilla design, the default design. You can obviously change all this text in the way that it works for you. We can see the freelancer profile, the seller profile, and we can go ahead and book. But I'm not registered, so I'm prompted to either log in or register. So I'll say I'm go blogs. Put the details in. Read to the terms. So now I've registered and I'm being redirected to go back to the product page, and now I can book. So let's select a date, say the 17th, and 11 to 12. Okay. So now I'll put in my details, my credit card details. Some text in here. And let's go and find test credit card. Save my credit card. That's it, I've booked it. I can see that I've booked this product with this seller. Again, I can view their profile, I can have a video call with them, and I can see the details of the booking, I can send them a message. Let's chat. Document. And the next step is for me to pay for it. Now, we have a number of different flows here that are available. The default is that the buyer can just go ahead and pay for it. But there's another option, which is that the seller has to approve it first before the buyer can pay for it. So you may want to choose either. Okay, so let's pay. So we've got some information here, but let's just view the invoice for now. Okay, I can see it's from the seller, the invoice from the seller to the buyer. Here's the details, and I'm going to go ahead and pay. That's it. So we've deposited funds for this task, and now it's over to the seller to go ahead and provide the service. Once they've provided the service, the buyer goes back in, clicks approve, and the funds are released from escrow to the seller's account. And of course, I can see all of my invoices here. Here we go. Here's my invoice. And from the seller side, I can see my bookings. Here's my legal advice booking. You can see the details of it, the date, the time, etc. And it's been signed off. Now, the final thing to add here is that once a product has been purchased, the users can also use our default system to continue the contract. So this whole page is actually just the contract between the buyer and the seller. So although the product has been purchased, they can also go and add additional tasks. So this then becomes a part of our default flow. So you can review our other videos for it, but you can imagine that you may have an original legal advice, but then you go ahead and create another task for additional support 1 hour, let's say. That's another $100, which can then be paid for as well. And maybe there's another one like ongoing support. This might be a recurring milestone, which is $100 an hour 4 hours per week, and this becomes one of our timesheet milestones. So although it started with an individual product, we also can add additional custom items to the same contract without having to go through that whole process again. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, just get in touch and enjoy.